In just a few moments, you're going to see how I, as a complete beginner, generate over $1.5 million in a single year. And more importantly, the processes that I built upon that have allowed me to have a net worth of nearly $20 million before I'm 30 years old. Now, those numbers are cool, but this is about you. And more importantly, I'm going to show you how to replicate that process using 100% free traffic to build a full-time income in 30 to 60 days. And by replicatable, I mean replicatable. This has worked for countless people. You can see Leo right here is able to take his business to $150,000 a month, building upon what you are going to see in these videos. Patrick here was able to generate over $50,000 by, again, replicating what you're going to see in these videos. Michael right here was able to generate over $1,800 in his first 30 days, again, just copying what you're going to see in these videos. And what you're going to see is capable of not only just replacing your income and getting you to just a full-time income from home without any investment, but is also capable of generating huge amounts of dollars. Like Quentin here is able to generate over $350,000 in sales by copying the tactics, again, that you're going to see in these videos. And in fact, while 30 to 60 days is our goal, we're actually going to build a business that can generate a full-time income right in front of you in 2 to 3 weeks using 100% free methods. And we're also going to show you how, using these free methods, we actually did $4,900 in the first 30 days of this business. And more importantly, how we automated all of it. It was borderline passive. And don't worry, in this video series, you're actually going to see the exact tactics those people use to get those results over my shoulder most of the time. And there's nothing held back. There's actually nothing being sold here either, so you can just sit back and enjoy the content. The only thing I ask you right now is drop the limitations you have about yourself in your head right now, because they're going to get you killed before you even get started in this series. Look, to counter what you're thinking right now, oh, I'm not charismatic, I'm not good at selling, I don't think I'm cut out to be an entrepreneur, I'm not creative enough. Well, let me tell you about myself. I have chronic nerve damage in my throat. That means speaking on stage or doing videos like this is very painful for me. I constantly have to take breaks to cough. It's not naturally what I'm designed to do. On top of that, I'm an extreme introvert. I don't like leaving my house. I don't really like being on camera. And up until a few years ago, I couldn't even talk to a girl or get in front of a camera. I was extremely shy. And despite these things, I built a YouTube channel with hundreds and hundreds of uploads. It's gotten over 26 million views. I built 3 7-figure businesses and actually grown my businesses over $10 million per year by the time I was 30. And on top of that, I built a net worth of nearly $20 million before I was 30 and have spoken on stage all over the place and actually written a USA Today best-selling book. Long story short, I was not naturally designed to do what you're seeing me do right now. But because I just said the heck with it, I'm going to become what I want to become, I'm able to do the things you're seeing right now. And it's hard to say the heck with it if you don't understand one thing. And that one thing is, why the are you here in the first place? Well, let's truly think about this. Is this you right now? Are you not happy with the amount of money you're making? If you had to choose, would you not be doing the job you're doing right now or doing the thing you're doing to make money if money didn't matter? If you had to look in the mirror and be honest with yourself right now, the way you're making money, the job that you're doing, however you're funding your life, would you be happy if you had to do this for the next 30 years of your life? Because you're going to have to. Is the answer to those questions no? If it is, we need to talk about a much bigger problem you have. Why haven't you fixed this? Why haven't you sought a solution to this? And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're like me, it's not your fault. And you're here because you obviously are thinking about becoming an entrepreneur. And we need to figure out why you haven't become an entrepreneur yet, because it's obviously the fast track to living life how you want and making money on your own terms. And I don't think you haven't done it because you're lazy. I think it's because, like me, you probably had this huge block and believed a few key things that are stopping you from doing this. Are the few things that are stopping you from becoming an entrepreneur the belief that you have to take massive investments out and have a lot of money to make money? Is it the belief that you have to spend years of trial and torture to go and do this? Is it the belief that you need tech skills and how to make a website and how to code to make money online? And is it overall that the massive risk and time that you believe associated isn't compatible with your life situation right now? Is this how you're feeling? If so, you're being affected by what I like to call the rules of the Matrix. And let me explain what that means now. So, do you remember that old movie, The Matrix? You got Neo fighting people kung fu in a computer simulation, glasses, leather. It's a real awesome thing, honestly. I love that movie. But what I'm talking about here is more than that. And if you didn't see the movie, that's fine. Here's a quick summary. Basically, human beings have been enslaved by computers. They've been put into a computer simulation that they believe is real, while the computers drain energy from them like a battery. Now, because the people in this simulation believed it was real, they also believed that the laws of the Matrix affected them, when it didn't. It was just a computer simulation. Anything could happen inside of a computer. And once humans in the movie started figuring out that it was a computer simulation, they started being able to do incredible things that they would have never considered before. They were able to fly, jump through walls, stop bullets with their hands even. And I can only guess this is happening to you because I was in the exact same situation. Let me explain it with a whiteboard. You like that video editing right there? Yeah, we got a pretty good technical budget right here. This cost me $100,000 to have this thing teleported in, so you better appreciate it. Now let me explain the scenario that we're in. This is where you are at right now. Not making the money you want, restricted lifestyle-wise, probably worrying about your future. And this is where you want to go, where let's imagine right now you're not making $10 million a year, but you don't have to worry about money, you don't have to worry about your future. In fact, you can automate the way you make money so that you can actually make money in your sleep. Let's say that might be the goal right now. Throw in a few other things you might like. Now, how do we get from where we are now to that goal? And let me explain this by telling you a little bit about myself. So when I was in my young 20s, I was a military firefighter, and I joined the military to become a firefighter to do cool stuff you saw in action movies. The real result was I was a glorified janitor. I remember one day when my boss yelled at me, he told me to come in his office, and I was like, what did I do now? This is a 50-year-old man. And he starts screaming at me that I missed mud on the bottom of our fire truck. Now I get that things have to be clean, but the fire truck goes out 15 times a day. He was just doing this to be a big old asshole. And I had to just deal with it because I was trapped in my now and I had no way to get to here. I had no way to say, go wash your own damn fire truck. So I went out there, I got underneath the truck, I cleaned up all the mud, and then 10 minutes later the truck went out and I was very demoralized. It was awful. And even more demoralizing than I went into the bathroom because it was bathroom cleanup day and cleaned up pee on the floor because people in this fire department for some reason can hit the urinal. I don't understand it to this day. Alas, I was not happy with where I was. And like you, I considered building a business, but there was this huge block right here, which primarily came from my family and friends that said, oh, don't become an entrepreneur. You need tons of money, you need tons of time, you have to get really lucky, and you need a ton of technical skills and everything like that. These 4 things right here stop me, and I think they may be stopping you. And so what I considered, or what I had to consider, was the safe life. Now, this takes many forms. Now, if you're young, you might be considering going to college and getting $60,000 in debt and wasting 4 years of your life. Or if you're in a job you hate right now, you might be considering doing that right now. But I have to ask you a question. Doesn't that seem like a step back? If this is where your goal is, how does losing $50,000 and then $80,000 of your time, 4 years times $20,000, how does that make sense? And then if you look at the trajectory of the safe life, you have to work about 30 years at a job you hate, and there's a few things that also have to happen for you to get to right here. Number one, the economy can't change at all, and that happens quite often. Also, your job has to stay relevant for 30 plus years. With the rise of technology, this isn't like the 1950s. Jobs are replaced like every 7 years right now. And let's look at the even nastier picture. This involves you trading 72% of your life every Monday through Friday to reach this goal right here. It also requires you to pinch pennies, so you have to worry about getting Starbucks coffee and little frugal things, aka you can't live the life you want. It has to be a very limited life for 30 years, and then the massive payoff is you finally get to enjoy your life when you're 70 years old. And I remember sitting in my bunk in the military and having this exact play-by-play in my head, and I was horrified. Actually, excuse my French, I'm scared shitless. I was like, what the heck am I going to do? I can't stay here and clean piss off the floor for another 30 years. I refuse to do that. And I'll barely have any money to retire with anyways if I do that. I'll be cast aside. And then if I do the safe life, I have to bet on this unreasonable thing right here and sacrifice everything I care about to still be cast out. If I don't play the game, I lose. If I play the game, I lose. Just like the Matrix. And I would have given anything to go this way, just to be an entrepreneur and go straight to my goal, get exactly what I wanted, but there is this block here. And then I realized one ugly truth. Where does this block come from? Who's telling me about these things? It's people that are in the Matrix, this safe life right here. It wasn't entrepreneurs telling me this. It wasn't people that have built online businesses. It was my family and friends and other people in the military who were locked in the 2 places where I really didn't want to be. And before I show you a single tactic that made all those people before money and has made me an 8-figure millionaire, we need to identify where this block came from and who you're listening to. Because I guarantee it's not entrepreneurs telling you this. And I have a bigger question for you. If you were locked in a prison and you wanted to escape that prison, who would you ask about escaping the prison? Would it be the people that have given up and have just relinquished themselves to their jail cells? Or would it be the guy dancing outside the window, waving at you, laughing, and running off down the street? I want to talk to that guy. And so that's exactly what I did. I went online and I joined forums with entrepreneurs and people trying to build businesses, and I met hundreds of entrepreneurs. Some people were killing it. There were guys doing $50,000, $100,000 a month, making more than NFL players. There was also people doing what I want to do, making $3,000 to $5,000 a month, playing World of Warcraft at their house and making that money passively. And I soon realized after speaking to them, the Matrix had tricked me. I was looking for a way out of the prison by talking to other prisoners. After talking to these guys, I suddenly realized that the vast majority of them had started their businesses without money. And the vast majority of them, once they got together and learned from other entrepreneurs, built their businesses in about 60 to 90 days. They were actually start making money in that time. They didn't do it with luck either. They were all copying each other. None of them were having original ideas. These were non-original businesses they were doing. They were just like you and I. They were stuck in a life that they had to get out of, and they saw the matrix for what it truly was, and then they realized the matrix had been building this block. And in order to reach my goal of financial freedom and passive income from my home, all I had to do was find a business that didn't require these things. And it's actually not that hard to do. This business was email marketing because it single-handedly was the easiest business to start that removed all these things. I could start it with zero investment. And more importantly, I didn't have to do unethical things or stuff I didn't want to do. I could do it in something I loved at the time, which was Google search engine optimization. That's kind of nerdy, but you can do it in surfing or building picnic baskets, whatever you're into. And once I got down collecting emails, which you're gonna see in this series, it could go full-time extremely fast, and I could actually make it passive if I wanted to. I could literally achieve my dream of sitting in my house and making a full-time income while just playing video games. Now, of course, I got a little bit more ambitious and went way past that, but if that's where you want to stop, you can choose where you want to stop. You can choose exactly how much you work. And email marketing single-handedly removed this block from my life so that all I had to do was focus to get to my goal. That's all I had to do. I just had to put in the work. And now something special's happened. You're in that position that I was too. You now see the truth, and you know a model that works. You're in your prison cell right now, but you see me waving at you outside the window. And all you have to do is focus on the process to get there. The block is gone. You don't have to do this. You don't have to invest 30 years of your life into something you hate. You don't have to give up 72% of your life. You don't have to give up your dreams and who you are. You don't have to give up spending time with your family or friends. You don't have to give up any of it. You just have to remove this block. And you can have the money that you want and do life on your own terms without giving up everything, as long as you can just focus. And right now what focusing means is watching this entire video series, because that's exactly what I'm going to show you to do. In this series, you're going to learn step by step how to do email marketing without any investment. You're going to see how to do it in 30 to 60 days, which is a pretty short time frame. You're going to see how to do it without luck. This is just proven, works over and over again, and you don't need any technical skills. And now that this block is taken care of, it's time to escape your now and avoid the matrix entirely. Don't do this. Don't do that. Heck, stay in your now. This is where it gets really nasty. I mean, did you know only 15% of Americans have over $10,000 in their bank account? That's what people are trying to retire off of. This doesn't work anymore. This doesn't work in today's age. This might have worked in the 50s. This don't work no more. This is not a feasible way to get to your goal, especially if you want to achieve your goal before you're 7 years old. And your question right now is, what is email marketing? Well, to be honest, you see it every single day. And no, not those spammy, weird Nigerian prince emails that you see in your email, or those other suggestive ones that make you more of an enhanced person. No, we're not talking about those emails. I'm talking about the newsletters in your inbox that you actually want to be in. You see, all we're going to be doing is we're going to create an email newsletter, a lot like a magazine, except it's free. And we're going to get people to opt in to receive this newsletter to them that are interested in a certain interest. For example, we can get people that are very interested in learning how to build guitars. And don't worry, it can be any niche you like. It doesn't have to be about building guitars. I'm just using it as an example. But what we can then do is we create an email newsletter that teaches people how to build their own guitars. And in every few newsletters that we send to them in their email, we sell them something. Maybe like a PDF book that we wrote that teaches them how to build a guitar better. Or we can sell other people's products and get a 50% commission of anything we sell. That's called affiliate marketing. We don't even need our own product to do this. And if you're ready and committed right now to escape your now and also avoid the matrix all entirely, what I'm going to do is we're just going to start your first training. No more mental stuff. So you ready to commit to this? Okay. Now, here's the coolest thing about all of this and why it's better than really anything else you can get started with online. And anything else you do, you're going to have to rely on luck, viral, or selling stuff that you don't want to sell or you're not interested in. You're going to have to do something you kind of hate. And in this, we don't have to. We can actually pick a niche that we love. And these are the 3 requirements that you need to get into a niche to make sure you can actually make money in it. Just because you love underwater basket weaving doesn't mean that everybody else is going to love underwater basket weaving. It needs to be something that meets this criteria. First off, you need to check Facebook. Go to Facebook and search for groups. You can simply do this by going in the top toolbar right here and then looking for groups by typing in keywords based around your niche. So if you're really into surfing, type in surfing. You're going to see a few groups pop up. We want to find Facebook groups that have more than 15,000 people. If there's more than 15,000 people in a Facebook group, we have a winning niche. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to look for YouTube videos. Now, look, you know how to use YouTube. Just go browse around, type in a few keywords in your niche. If there's consistently videos with over 100K views, great, it's a great niche. Now the next final thing is is it full of people that are raving nuts about it. For example, there are people that live and breathe surfing and will spend $10,000 a year on surfing, no problem. Now, on the other end, there's a lot of people that love to make paper footballs and shoot them through goals. You can't make money doing that. There's no way you could sell anything released around paper football kick. So you need to make sure it's a business where the people in it are raving fans and spend money regularly on stuff inside of that. So for example, if we're getting into something like guitar playing, or even custom making guitars, we can readily find people that custom make their own guitars. We can find YouTube videos on making your own custom guitar, and we can find Facebook groups based on making your own custom guitars. And if you have that, great. We have the first part of this process in place. And in the next video, I'm gonna show you how to turn this niche into a full-time income in 30 to 60 days. And even cooler, if you can make it to video 3, we're actually going to build a nearly 1,000-person email newsletter in under 3 weeks using 100% free methods. And we're actually going to show you how we generated over $4,900 in sales using these free methods. So you definitely want to make it to video 2 and video number 3, where we actually do it live right in front of you and automate it with the software so that we can do this passively. The only thing you need to do to make sure you're able to do that is get the next video and get the support system you need to actually get results with this video, which is exactly why you need to listen to me right now, because if you don't listen and do the next few things I'm going to talk about, you're going to lose out on so much, okay? So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you get the next video, and I'm willing to ethically bribe you to help you out to make this easier on you. Instead, I'll do everything else. So what I'm going to do is I want to send you a bonus video right now showing how a few people have picked their niches and turned them into $50,000, $20,000, $5,000 per month businesses. And we'll show you exactly how to start monetizing this niche. All you need to do is go below and hit send to Messenger. And what this is going to do is notify you whenever I release the next videos in the series every single day based on the dates above. That's going to make sure that you don't miss a single video. Then what you need to do after doing that is go check your email. You should see an email from Alex Becker. What you need to do is follow the quick directions of this video to whitelist us and then reply to the video after you've joined Messenger and whitelist us. I will then send you the video. I will send you the video showing exactly how to monetize the niche and also showing you how people are making 10, 20,000, even 50,000 a month in niches that they love. You'll see exactly what they did. And then finally, while you're on your way to do that, what you need to do is you also need to go below and join our Facebook group. You're going to join over 60,000 entrepreneurs who are doing this exactly right now, and they're going to be able to help you figure out exactly how to do this, how to get results and everything like that. I'm even in that group helping out all the time. That's your support system. So again, in the next video, you don't want to miss it, because I'm going to show you how to take this niche and turn it into a full-time income in 30 to 60 days. I'm going to explain exactly how we go about doing this. All the tactics, how email marketing works. We're not going to be doing any more mental stuff. It's straight up tactics to show you how you can turn this into money. You need to ensure that you catch that video. So again, go hit send to Messenger. As soon as you do that, it won't take you off the page. Go to your email immediately that you signed up for this bootcamp for. You should see an email from Alex Becker. It will link you back to this video, but also at the bottom of it, there will be directions on how to whitelist us. And then when you reply to us, we will send you this bonus video showing how people are making 10 to 20,000 per month in niches that they love. On top of that, if you have a few seconds, join our Facebook group, because there's over 60,000 entrepreneurs doing exactly what you want to do, building lives of financial freedom, being able to create passive income in their sleep, and all that cool stuff that you signed up for and the reason why you're here in the first place. The way I got success was interacting with other entrepreneurs, not people doing the safe life that we discussed before. And so the easiest way for you to get success is to make sure you don't miss these videos and you interact with people doing the same exact thing. Now, we're releasing a new video in this series every single day. And to make sure you get this video, watch your email like a hawk and watch Facebook Messenger. It's going to notify you the second we push these videos live so you can watch them. And these videos are only going to be online for a very short time. The reason for that is I only want people that want to take action and do this. If it takes you 2 months to watch one of these videos, you're not interested in doing this and you're wasting my time, you're wasting your time, and you're a fiddlefoot. And what that means to me is you don't really want to do this. And I only want people that really want to do this. So I'm going to take these videos down in a very, very short time. So you need to make sure that you watch your email and Facebook Messenger so that you watch them the second they go live. Because if you miss them, guess what? It's done. You're never going to see them again. So this has been Alex Becker. I will see you in the next video where we're showing how to turn this niche into a full-time income and how email marketing works.